Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Two Idiots in a Movie podcast, episode 29. I'm your host, Chris, and here with me always is my co-host, Matt.
What's up, everyone? You sure it's not episode 13?
I'm 100% sure, asshole.
Okay, alright. Anyways, the movie we are reviewing today is Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Kiss, kiss, bang, bang.
Now, what happens in this movie, Chris?
Okay, so basically, it stars Robert Downey Jr. and Val Kilmer, and
Pre-Iron Man and post-Batman.
yeah,
Yeah.
pre a good role and post the
Worst movie you ever did.
yeah, pretty much. And who's the girl who plays Harmony?
Michelle Monaghan? I'm not saying that last name
Okay.
correctly.
I'm just gonna call her Harmony.
She's really good.
Yeah, she is very good.
She's in an HBO show with Woody Harrelson and
True Detective.
Yeah, she's in that.
Yeah. Okay, basically, you have Robert Downey Jr.'s character and Val Kilmer's character, and Robert Downey Jr.'s character kind of stumbles into a acting role in Hollywood in a very interesting way, which we'll get into later. Yeah, and he's supposed to play, I think, a private detective or something like that.
I think he's supposed to play a detective.
And Val Kilmer is an actual private investigator.
But he gets told to shadow a real-life private detective. He's played by Val Kilmer.
Yeah, and then they end up on a very interesting case that leads to a bunch of dead women.
A bunch of dead people.
Yeah, I think 3 dead people, well, 3 dead women, 3 dead victims, and a bunch of other people that they end up shooting. But, it's just basically a kind of a buddy-ish cop movie starring Robert Downey Jr. and Val Kilmer.
Yeah. And it kind of makes fun of film noirs.
Yeah. Especially at the end.
Yeah.
When they're in the hospital.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But, Matt, what did you think of this movie?
This was my first time watching this movie.
Same.
I really like this movie.
Yeah, me too. It was a really good movie.
Very enjoyable film.
It was very, very enjoyable. I very much enjoyed Robert Downey Jr.'s role. Like, him in this movie was great.
Yeah, he's really, really good in everything.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Val Kilmer, they're really good.
Yeah, they had great chemistry, too.
The 3 leads in this have great chemistry with each other.
Yeah, all 3 of them. Even the Michelle
Harmony.
Monogamy. Whatever. Even Michelle. Yeah, all 3 of them have great chemistry together. And it is shown throughout several scenes in this movie.
Yeah.
And this movie is absolutely hilarious sometimes.
Yeah, there's a lot of dark comedy in this.
Extremely.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, it is hilarious.
A lot of gay jokes.
A lot of that we are not going to repeat.
No, I don't feel comfortable repeating them, so.
No, they... Yeah, there are some really bad gay jokes in here. But, yeah. But the movie all around, I think, is hilarious. And there's also quite a bit of action-y scenes in here, too. That can get pretty violent.
Yeah, for some pretty solid action. Shootouts, I should say.
Got anything else that's non-spoilerly to talk about, Matt?
No.
Oh, I do. How did you like the movies? I don't know what you call it. I'm blanking right now. But Robert Downey Jr.'s narration over the movie.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's one of my highlights.
Yeah, me too.
It's very funny.
I made sure to write that down. I liked that a lot.
Yeah, he's a unreliable narrator.
Yeah,
and he messes up a lot.
Especially because he'll tell us something, and then he'll be like, hold up.
Yeah,
we got to go back.
Yeah, shit, I forgot to tell you guys something.
Yeah. But, he basically narrates, and it cuts in, basically a voiceover in parts of the movie, and they're very funny.
Yeah. The first scene in this movie really sets up the rest of the movie with the kids and the magic.
Oh, yeah. Where
Where you think
Robert Downey Jr. Young
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, what's his name? Harry. That's the character's name. You think Harry is actually sawing that girl in half.
Yeah, and it turns out she was just acting.
Yeah, she's like, one day I'm going to be an actress. But, yeah. Oh, character's name are Michelle plays Harmony, Robert Downey Jr. plays Harry, and Val Kilmer plays Gay Perry.
Yeah, I'm not going to remember any of that.
Alright, just thought I'd throw that out there. You got anything else, Matt?
No, I don't think so.
Alright, well, from here on out will be spoilers. If you haven't seen this movie, we highly suggest you go see it. Spoilers ahead, you've been warned. So, Matt, let's get into some spoilers.
Robert Downey Jr., he loses his finger quite a bit in this movie.
Yeah, so, he basically goes to Hollywood and
on
accident because
he's a petty criminal who likes to break in and steal stuff.
Yeah, and the robbery goes wrong. His partner gets shot.
Yeah,
and then he runs away from the cops and ends up in some acting gig. And I actually really liked that scene, and I felt really bad for him too, because he's playing some private detective, and in the scene, the private detective's partner is gotten killed, and they're blaming him. And so it kind of really made you feel bad for Robert Downey Jr.'s character.
Going through and
yeah, because he was like, but it's all my fault. And the people doing the audition are like, this is what we need. We need method actors. Because they just think he's really committed to the role.
Yeah, when he's just...
Yeah, he just feels bad.
Yeah, he's feeling real pain.
Uh-huh. But, and then you have the cop that busts in during the audition. He's like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Good luck. Yeah, you just let your criminal get away right there.
Good job, idiot.
But, yeah, that was... I liked that scene a lot. But anyways, and then you get... he gets to California, and he meets the girl from the beginning of the movie they was trying to saw in half, Harmony. Yeah, which is the girl his like high school crush or whatever.
His long lost love.
Yeah. And then he basically ends up sleeping with her best friend somehow.
Yeah. That's...
And he don't remember it, and so he goes to her house and he gets the door shut in his face. And the first time I was like, oh, I was like, ooh, he might get his finger chopped off. I really thought that because I was like, he needs to be careful. His finger was really close to that door. And then the second time, later in the movie, his finger actually got chopped off. And then I think they were going, it was right after he got his finger chopped off. They were going to the emergency room, but Val Kilmer's character was in the park following the girl, and it was a setup.
Yeah, it was set up.
And so Harmony, Michelle's character, stops in the park to warn Val Kilmer.
And just leaves the door open, wide open.
Robert Downey Jr. in the car with...
Drugged up.
Yeah.
Finger that's barely on.
Yeah. And then I think he eventually makes it to the hospital and gets it sewn back on.
Yeah, that was before that.
Oh, that was before that? Alright. But and then he loses it again.
And then, the lady takes the car and he's hiding in the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets interrogated and they just pull the finger right off.
Yeah. That looked so painful. Yeah. And then the dog eats it.
Yeah.
That's at that house. Yeah, it was. Whew, ow. Oh, I don't think we mentioned this earlier, but this was written and directed by Shane Black.
Yeah, the same guy who did
The Nice Guys.
And he also wrote The First Predator.
Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah, he's also in it.
Who does he play in?
He's one of the military guys. He gets killed early on.
Oh, alright.
He also directed the last Predator movie. The really bad one.
Which one? The newest one?
The
the fourth one?
The new one.
Oh, The Predator, I think is what it's called.
The one with Olivia Munn.
Okay, I think that one's The Predator. That's the one that just came out a couple years ago, right?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's The Predator is that one. I don't know.
It's not good.
Really? I haven't seen it.
No.
Alright, anyways, we're getting into a tangent. The ending was very interesting. How the mystery of the Whodunit mystery kind of unraveled.
Yeah, that's unique.
Yeah, they saw that basically that, I don't know, the big bad guy of the movie, which he wasn't really that important to be completely honest.
The bad guys in this
kind of take a back seat.
Yeah, they're the weakest part of this movie.
Yeah, basically the big bad corporation guy or whatever has his daughter killed.
Sent to an insane asylum.
Oh yeah, she's entered into an insane asylum.
So she wouldn't take all of his money.
Yeah, and then he hires someone that looks like her
to play her
in court and drop her charges that because she's filing a lawsuit or something against her father. And then Harmony's little sister believes that this big bad guy is actually her dad.
Yeah, her real father, because her real father.
You know what? Just
thinking
about this,
it's confusing.
Really confusing. Yeah. What did Harmony's father actually do to?
They never really said it, but
I assumed he
interpreted as he
touched the little girls.
Yeah, he
and then little girls were his daughter.
Yeah, that's how I interpreted it. I could be wrong.
Me too. Well, basically, okay, big bad guy had his daughter committed to an insane asylum. He hired someone to get her to drop the charges, and then he has sex with the girl he hired to be his fake daughter. Yeah. And then Harmony's sister sees it,
thinking it's incest.
Yeah, thinks it's incest, and that's why she hires Val Kilmer's character to follow them and get video of them doing incestual things,
doing West Virginia things.
Shut up about West Virginia.
For other people who don't know, Christopher might or might not be from West Virginia.
Yeah, maybe. Anyways, where was I on this confusing? It is actually quite confusing. And then, basically, she kills herself because her fake father, the person she thought was her fake father, raped her, and the person she thought was her real father was
doing the same thing. Yeah. So she was
kind of helpless, and then she actually killed herself. Yeah. And in the movie, he has his real daughter killed, which is what Val Kilmer and Robert Downey Jr. stumbles upon and start filming at the beginning of the movie. And then towards the end of the movie, he has his fake daughter killed too.
Go ahead and do that too. I mean, he already had the money. So.
Yeah, and then he was going to cremate the body so no one would ever know it was a fake.
Yep.
Yeah, it gets kind of confusing.
Yeah, it's very confusing.
But you're kind of along for the ride, and being along with the ride with Robert Downey Jr. and Val Kilmer is great. I think, especially when Robert Downey Jr. is in his apartment and he finds the dead body in the shower, and he pees on it.
He pees on it.
He pees on it, and then he calls them, and they're taking the body out on the carpet. And they just go to the roof, and they just throw it off the roof. They just throw it off the roof, and then back their car up to it and throw it in the trunk.
And then they make out with each other.
Oh yeah, they have to make out with each other so they don't look so suspicious. Yeah. Oh, Val Kilmer's character in this movie is gay, by the way.
There's a lot of homophobic and gay jokes.
Oh yeah.
Especially from Robert Downey Jr.'s character.
Mm-hmm.
Val
Kilmer makes some of them too.
Some of them are good, but other ones are like, oof, that
maybe a little too far.
That hasn't dated well.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Downey Jr. His character was really ahead of the time with the Me Too movement too.
Yeah, he was.
Because he didn't like people groping women.
No, he did not. He did not like women that, like, basically was like, oh, it's okay if he touches my ass or touches my tit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he was kind of ahead of his time in that sense. I'm sitting here looking at the Kiss Kiss Bang Bang Google search, and the scene that popped up was the torture scene where they have They have Robert Downey Jr.'s balls hooked up. You don't actually get to see him, so don't get super excited. Has his balls hooked up to a battery, basically, and they keep turning it on. And Val Kilmer's looking at the guy who's torturing him and telling him that telling the torturer that he knows he's gay, or whatever.
And
he likes men, and he wants yeah. Anyways, it eventually leads to Val Kilmer trying to pull out his penis, but actually going for his penis gun because he says they never look there.
Yeah. The homophobes never look there.
Yeah, the homophobes never look there. But that was a pretty funny scene.
Yeah, that's a great scene.
I think that might be one of my favorite. Either that or the one where they're carrying the body out out down the hotel and just like, let's just chuck it off the roof. But nah, this movie was pretty good all around, I think.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Robert Downey Jr. at the end of this movie, he pops off with the gun and when he kills everyone.
Oh yeah.
He kills the guy on the bridge, and then he drops down into the car, kills the guys in the car.
Yeah, he freaking turns into John Wick for 5 minutes.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, we were talking about how earlier they were making fun of the film noir or whatever, and at the end in the hospital scene, when Robert Downey Jr. was like, well, fuck it, just bring everyone back.
Yeah. And you see Abraham Lincoln and Elvis.
Yeah, you just see everyone that died in the movie, and Lincoln and Elvis walk in the room. Yeah. And then at the end of the movie, they apologize for saying fuck so much, because they do say it a bunch in this movie.
There's a lot of cussing in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of fingers getting chopped off and a lot of cussing.
Uh-huh. And a lot of homophobic
jokes.
Yeah. All right, Matt, you got anything else to say? You got any trivia for us for this movie?
I got 2 pieces of trivia. I guess
I
can do both. There's a cameo in this movie.
For who cameoed?
Lawrence Fishburne.
He did?
Yeah. Yeah, he's the voice of the bear in the bear commercials.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
There's people out there. And this is generally considered one of the first openly gay characters in a Hollywood action movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Good for them.
Yeah. Good on Shane Black's part for doing that.
I mean, you made a lot of homophobic jokes.
Yeah, you really didn't help the cause, you know?
Good for you.
But
good on you.
Good job for trying.
Yeah.
Okay. You got anything else?
No, that's it.
Alright, well, let's get into our ratings. 0 to 10. Matt, what you rating this movie?
I gotta give this a 7 out of 10.
Set.
It's not It's not as good as The Nice Guys, but it's still a fun, enjoyable movie that I could go back and rewatch.
I 100% agree, because before we even started recording, I sat here and wrote down 7 out of 10.
Oh, you're clearly copying me now.
No, I wrote it down, and then you said it.
Oh, no.
Alright, whatever. But, like he said, I definitely don't think it's as good as Nice Guys. I was laughing from beginning to end with The Nice Guys, but there were so many funny parts in this movie, and Robert Downey Jr.'s performance was great, and Val Kilmer and Robert Downey, the 3 main characters' chemistry was great, and it was a good movie all around, but not as good as The Nice Guys, but it's still good. 7 out of 10 for me. Got anything else, Matt?
No, that's it.
Well, I think that's it for us today. We hope you enjoyed listening to us talk about Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Subscribe to us on YouTube. We put out new episodes every Sunday and Wednesday, and we'll see you next time when we talk about Die Hard 2. Yeah.